Hello, welcome back to Steve's Retirement Corner. Don't be afraid to spend in retirement. Probably a bunch of y'all out there thinking this guy's nuts. He have no idea what he's talking about. One day he's talking about saving being a disease, and the next day it's about spending. You'd be right. I ain't got no idea. I'm just feeling my way through, and I'm figuring it out as I go. but heck, that's part of the fun of daggone retirement. Waking up every day, it being a new day, new challenges to figure out on the way. I enjoy it anyways. but we we don't have much trouble spending. I mean, it's just a mental hurdle that we have to go through in order to actually do it. you know, retirement's 99% mental, anyways. The other half is financial. I stole that from Yogi Bear, I believe. He claims he didn't say hardly anything. They claim he did, so I don't know. But it's the truth. We all got our kind of or different variation of nail bending in retirement or in just regular life. And sounds like from the comments I got, there's quite a few out there suffering from the same sickness. but and it's not a bad way to be. And the way I look at it is, at least you got it to spend if you need it. You know what I mean? That's like when I told that story about how hard it was for us to save $100. Every time we got up there, it seemed like we had to go get it. And that lady at the bank told the wife that one time. Well, at least you got it to get, because a lot of them don't. So, but it's not that big a deal, really. It's Retirement's a whole new ball game, Doc. It's a different mindset. It takes you a little while to learn the rules and to be able to play it at a decent level. And that's all we're going through, just a little bit of adjustment. But it's not that big a deal, really, for us. But the way I look at it, honestly, is that you you've worked 40 some years. Probably you've raised a family and bought at least one house or whatever. You've busted your rump, try to do right the past all your life, and you hit retirement. You should spend money according to what makes you happy, what gives you a little bit of comfort. What makes your life a little bit better. You know, it's a time for being a little bit selfish. And don't go overboard, you know. But chances are, if you're on here looking at a daggone video about retirement or anything financial, you ain't get there by going hog wild and spending money willy nilly. You just didn't. Chances are you're doing pretty good and you ain't got a daggone thing to worry about. So, I don't expect you'll go overboard. But dadgummit, if you see a pair of cowboy boots or something you would like to have, I mean, them things are expensive. Go get it. You've earned it the way I look at it. You know what I mean? If you want to go, I don't know, maybe you'd like to go watch a symphony play or something like that. You want to get you a set of tickets, take you and the wife and go, do it. That little bit of money is not going to make a difference in 10, 15 years to you. You're not going to run out of money. It's most people spend according to what they bring home. They just do, and that's the problem with the country right now. Nobody has that saving disease like we do, or that's the way they make it sound, anyways. I believe people got a little bit more money than what they tell you. as far as them experts out there. You know, that's the thing I like about Dave Ramsey. Now, I ain't much for it. I don't really care for listening to him, but I mean, it's just not my kind of tea. You know, but you can't help but admire the fella. He had a he figured out a way to wrap common sense up in a pretty box and sell it for millions of dollars. Seems we've lost common sense around here because that's about all his advice is. Live within your means. Buy used till you can afford new. Save and invest. I mean, it's basically what it all boils down to. I mean, the guy's a genius to figure out that. Build $1 million company on that. But, a lot of stuff about retirement is mental. A whole lot of it. Being worried about being bored, not filling your time, you know. Uh, Worried about losing your position in life. You got nothing to say you're it's not like you can say, well, I'm CEO of Apple or anything like that. You can't say that no more. You have to say I was. And that bothers a lot of people. There's a lot of men, mindfulness. I don't know. It's a lot of mental stuff in retirement. And it's just something you have to work at. We have to work at a lot of stuff constantly. But, it's part of the fun. Way I look at it anyways. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I don't think there's not going to be a Cowbell Tuesday next week because I don't have anybody on my list for retiring in March. There was two fellas that retired the first week of March, first and second, I believe. But I counted them in with February people last month, this month, and but I don't have anybody on my list right now, so I'll come up with something. I don't know. I tell you what, you know what? I could use a favor from you guys. How about you do your old buddy Steve a favor? If you ain't got nothing else to do this week, you got an extra spare minute or two. There's this guy on here called 401k Dexters. His name's Kerry. He seems like a pretty decent fellow. He really does. He's just an average fellow like everybody else. He's in the same spot as I was in last year. It's his last year of employment. He's retiring at the end of the year. But he started him a channel of about this year, getting ready for retirement. And it's a homestead channel. He's got a little piece of land down in Texas. He's raising some Dexter cattle on. And he's got him a little garden started out there and everything. You know, it's interesting. I enjoy it. He's got a real channel, not a hobby like I got. Yeah. Has he? I'm excited to see the thing grow and uh, see the direction it heads to. It's interesting to me. But if y'all get a chance, just pull up on his channel there and watch a video or two. Give him a little bit of confidence, a little bit of ego boost for him. Uh, I think it'd go a long way if it gets a couple of views here and there. Well, that's about it. I had to go to my little lady's house this morning. The one over here, the new one. And I got to take my walk now. And I got a bunch of junk I got to get on out here. Y'all have a good day, Doc. Y'all make it a good week. And we'll talk with y'all later.